I think that word question mark.
Yeah,
Restream is still so new.
yeah.
I
I mean, it says you're live, so let's just assume we're live.
assume we're live. Welcome to another Tuesday. Joined today by the I love the the purple hair and the shirt. That's very like a
Oh,
spring
my
look. I love it. Looks so cute.
thank
Joined
God.
today by Ms. Rebecca C. Smith. How are we doing? What's cooking in Rebecca Land?
Just like just working on edits for Grandma's Little Secret.
And what is the secret? Do we want to spoil? Let's not spoil. But
Well, pretty much says in the thing. She's a
it's
serial
on the
killer.
blur.
Ah!
Grandma's not so little secret.
Not the little secret. But yeah, I'm just working on the edits, and I'm hoping today we're supposed to get the cover artist. Is the thing is that he's had two covers, okay, and unfortunately he made both covers so different but so good that we can't decide. And so we kind of, the last round of edits for him were like, is there any way to kind of take this from this? And yeah, and so and then we heard like radio
Dang.
silence for like 5 days. And I'm all like, oh God, did we like make him mad? But he's a professional, so I'm sure he's used to this kind of thing. So we just heard back from him today, and he's all like, sorry for the radio silence, but he's been busy working. So anyway, so I'm hoping we get to see it today. But both were so good. I'll send. I'll.
I'm about to say, like, ooh, I'm very
I
curious because
know. I
I know
know.
you've made a couple of like vision board covers for yourself, so
Yeah.
I've seen those. I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
very
And
excited.
and
And
he
like,
kind of took that, but like the problem, you'll see. I'll send you both, but it's like one is very on trend, and
okay,
so it has like a kind of like a modern vibe to it, and then the other
okay,
one is more like what's in the book, right? Like the one I showed you where it's like the decrepit house with the tub and the, you know what I mean? So one
gotcha.
really fits the book and I'd be totally happy with, but then the other one just has this really like on trend look that's like, so we kind of want him to make it like, anyway, I'll show it to you. You'll know what I mean when you see it.
Okay, I'm very, very curious to this. I'm very excited
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Uh, and I was
Me
supposed to
too.
start my rewrites this Monday, but I've decided to take another 2 weeks to do some character work
Okay.
because I feel like I did not really know enough about the characters. Like, I know the plot line, but I can't really tell who the characters are other than moving parts of the plot. So
Okay.
I'm just taking some time to like do some character work,
Okay.
writing some biographies, figuring out backstories and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So hopefully, when I start my rewrites, September 1st, new date.
Oh,
When I start my rewrites on September 1st, I know who the characters are, and I have like an not easier necessarily, but a more
yeah.
enjoyable time writing them, and they don't all sound so samey. Because that's one of my problems now, that all the characters sound the same, and it's a bit of a character soup. So I just want to make
Okay.
sure that it's more of
I
a
mean, yeah,
character charcuterie board. If that
that
makes
makes more
sense.
sense because, that can help so much in the rewrites too. Because, like, you might just on the spur decide to bring in some of that back history, in one of the scenes, like, it through action or like through a thought or whatever, and it just like comes naturally because you know
Right.
it. I love that.
So I've been making. Should I just show it? Maybe question mark. How do I share screens on Restream? Again, we're on Restream this week. I'm so new. I don't know what any of the buttons do.
I know.
Here. So I've been making this, which is like a little character sheet
Oh,
with like
okay.
the birthdays, figuring out how old people are, figuring out
Oh,
their
nice.
zodiacs, and then I plot
Nice.
all this information into like a zodiac sheet. That's not what it's called, like an astrology sheet,
Okay.
horoscope. There you go, like a horoscope sheet.
Yeah. Oh, that's so.
And then I get like a little rapport about who they could be as a person. And then my plan is to kind of just riff off that, pick and choose what I like, and then maybe that'll inspire me to give them traits and
Oh, I love
oppositions
that.
that work together. So I've done all the five main characters.
Oh,
Uh,
I love that. I love a good chart.
So just making the list, just deciding when people's birthdays are, and then I went and put everyone's ages, and then the month is just basically based off vibes. Like, okay, she seems like a May queen. So,
Right, right. Wait, can we see? Was one of them a Gemini? Come on.
you're very early, Portia. Yeah,
Ooh,
Grace
Portia.
is a Gemini. She's born June 15th.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I know 3 people that have June 15th birthdays.
There you go. There you go. And some of them were kind of like deliberate. So like the main character, he's born on the longest night of the year, while the
Oh, I love
like
that.
another character is born on the most depressing day of the year. Another
Okay.
character is born on like the perfect date from Miss Congeniality. Have you seen
Oh,
that?
yes, April
Yeah, April
25th.
20th, like perfect weather, just cold
Yeah,
enough for
except
a
that's
cardigan.
Stefan's birthday.
Oh, well, this
So,
is the
yes,
sister.
I always remember that.
This is the sister character's birthday because she's always like the
Nice.
perfect
Yeah,
daughter.
that's cute. That's really
So like she has a perfect birthday.
cute.
What I gave all my main characters prime number ages, and then every other character does not have a prime number.
Oh,
So that was
I love
something I
that.
did.
Ah,
So I'm just working through that. I'm going to make a little. There you were. I'm planning on just plotting in and seeing some charts, some birth charts, and then just taking handwritten notes, and then maybe kind of process them in my brain as I type out a profile online in Notion for the characters.
okay.
Uh, how that will look like, I do not know. But
Oh, that's so fun.
yes, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. I don't dread it. We're joined by Keiko. Oh, hello, hello.
Hello.
Guest who worked today into work learned that her day off was moved a day ahead and did not have work today. Oh God, that is gutting. Could not
Oh,
because I'm clocked in, but oh, I'm so sorry, Keiko.
yeah.
And Portia logged on to class a day early. It must be something in the water.
That's
There's
so funny.
water in America. I'll tell you that much for free.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, okay, so I think we're gonna do like a little 30-minute sprint, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yes. Um, there was something I was gonna say. Okay, yeah. I totally like I don't have anything up yet. I have
Oh,
no documents. So that's what I'm gonna be doing the first 5 minutes. Because it's like I'm all like, yeah, I'm ready to edit, I'm ready to do all this, and it's all like I have 0 things up.
let's
Because
do a quick minute like setup sprint. So get like your
oh,
beverages, go to the bathroom, open your
yeah.
documents, like get a snack, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, because I have this plan of how I want to put it on my monitor so that it'll be easy to like
Okay.
look at her version and then or her notes and stuff and then look at mine so then I can like make the changes as I go. But I haven't done that yet. So yeah, that'll be perfect.
Then we'll just do like a little 10-minute setup sprint.
Perfect.
I'm a Sag Sun Pisces Rising and Moon. Feel free to use that very interesting energy of a
Oh,
character.
I love that.
I'm singing Hallelujah on Saturday when I got up, but 2 weeks off. Oh, I love that for you, Keiko.
Yeah.
I was met with confused two supervisors and Mrs. Boss in the kitchen. I was confused why they were confused because I'm almost always have Wednesdays off. I
Mm.
love your flowery shirt. It looks
Oh, thank you.
very, yeah, very like wispy. Not
I know
wispy.
it's like going into fall and I'm like, oh, spring.
I mean, that could be like a fall bouquet. That's got like the
I
oranges and the
guess.
reds and everything.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, share screen. We're gonna start and then we're gonna pull it down to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And that's a little setup sprint. So
I love
peeps
it.
get set up, I guess. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, let's roll. Whew, that went really fast, but then I remembered, oh, it was only 10 minutes.
I know. I was just like, "Whoa, I hear ocean. What's happening?"
How was that setup sprint for you, Becca?
It was good. I got everything set up, and now I'm just going through each section. So we'll see how far I can get today.
I love that. I got some water and some dates with cola flavor. I love these.
Oh, hmm.
And I was like in the midst of figuring out the family history of my main characters. So I figured out where they were all born. They're
Oh,
from St. Louis, Missouri, Missouri,
oh,
Missouri,
Missouri.
Missouri, not Missouri, but
Is it like when you're from there, you call it Missouri or something like that?
couldn't tell you, Becca. Couldn't tell you.
I mean, I
I
really
think
couldn't either, but for some reason I remember that.
my main character would have been around, when is he born? He would have been around 8 year when they moved. So
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, that's what I did for those 10 minutes. We were joined by JC. Hello, hello, and welcome. Uh, the Malin shorts on the sidebar. Yeah, I don't look at my recommended and like my previously seen. You don't need to know about that, Keiko. You do
Oh my
not
god.
need to know about that.
That's so funny when you realize that, like, when you're showing your screen and then you the video recommendations, and you're like, "Please don't look at those," because then you know
Yeah,
everything that I
that
watch.
is not between you. That's between me and God.
Although
Uh,
last year when we were watching, Agatha All Along, almost every recommendation was like a reaction channel.
uh, but I love Agatha
Yeah,
all
I
along
could
though.
do that, I could do that. You can look at that, that's fine.
Yeah, I have to rewatch it this fall. I think
Yes. Oh, when
we
are
should
you
do like a
gonna
buddy watch. Oh, that'd be so
yeah,
fun.
when were
Oh,
you
we should
thinking
do a review channel. That's what we should do, Becca.
wait, what do we do? What are you what do blah, 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 blah?
We
I'm
should
all
do
in, whatever it is.
a review channel.
Oh, a review channel. Oh,
Because
like,
you're like film buff, so you could add like a fun, interesting perspective.
that
And
would be I would love that. Like,
I love
honestly,
bitching about stuff, so that'd
I
be also fun to watch.
I would love that because honestly, I had a reaction channel like 8
What?
years ago. Yeah, with Faith, my friend that used to be on YouTube, and it sucks because we started, like, 8 years ago when kind of everybody was starting, and we were, like, gaining like and then she moved and anyway, but, like,
Ooh.
yeah, it was really fun though because we just yeah, so we need to figure out a way that we can do reaction and then review, right? It'd be so fun.
There's a channel that I watch that does a lot of that. They'll do like they watch the shows or the episode and then have like a 20-minute talk about it
Yeah,
after.
exactly. I love that. I
Yeah.
that's my favorite. Like, I
Cinepals? Is that what it's called?
oh,
I forget.
Cinepals. No, 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 I know them. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 no, 3 people I actually have Patreons for. That's how into
Oh.
reaction channels I am. Because one of them for sure, she'll, like, edit everything and put it on YouTube unlisted, and then you get to see it, and she's, like, 2 months in advance. So, like, when I find out she has a show that I'm, like, really into like, right now she's watching The Good Place, and that's when I
Oh.
became her patron because I was all like, I know that she's, like, 2 and I'm like, "Oh my god, she's probably already through, like, season 2. I need to watch all of the episodes." And it's never a lot, like, people never charge that much. It's like $2 a month or something like that, but, like, I'm all like, "I am in," and, like, anytime there's, like, a notification, another Good Place, I'm all like, "Stop
But then if you
everything."
charge $2 and you have 100 subscribers,
Yeah, no, and you think
it
about, like, how much
accumulates.
money she makes. Yeah, and it's like she doesn't even have, like, a big channel, like, it's I mean, it's big it's not I'm just saying, like, what we consider YouTube big, right? So she has, like, 20, 30,000 followers, which is, more than I've ever had, so, like, that's big, but, like, her Patreon, when you add up the math, like, yeah, she's making, like, 2 grand, 3 grand a month just on Patreon. I'm all
Dang.
like, "There is money in reactions," and now I'm all like,
There
"Damn
is
it,
money in reactions.
why did
There's
I
not money in AuthorTube,
no,
sadly.
no. Yeah, anyway, I would be down for reaction channels, so
If only I
we
had
just
more
have
time in the day.
I know, I was gonna say we'd have to figure out our time zones, like
Because you're like miles apart, both
I know,
time-wise and in distance, Becca.
I know, I know.
There's
Well,
this sweet window of like 3 hours in your morning and my evening where we get to hang out, and then
I know. This is the flaw. I need to move to Norway, then it'll be fine.
Yeah, the likelihood of me moving to America in this current climate is
Oh, no, I would
zilch.
never suggest that ever. Although I do feel kind of good being in California because Gavin Newsom is giving Trump a run for his money, which is pretty funny.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. I wish him well. I hope
Yeah.
he does great things. I'm Gavin Newsom for reference. People from Missouri call it Missouri. Literally nobody
Sure,
else
okay.
does.
That's what I was gonna say. I've heard that before, but I didn't know.
Wait, why are we talking about how Ozarkians refer to our home state? It's because my main character's family is from St. Louis, St.
Okay.
Louis, St. Louis, St. Louis, right? No West.
I think it's either
St.
it's
Louis?
close. Like, I always know it's St.
Oh,
Louis. Like, I've always heard it as St. Louis and then, Missouri.
it could be because when I think about it, I think the film is called Meet Me in St. Louis.
St. Louis. Yeah, I think it's St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Miley, call in.
I know, please tell
Um,
us.
and the reason we're talking about it, yeah, because my character's family is from Missouri, and they
Missouri.
immigrated or
No,
they
it's
moved
Missouri, you're
to
right. I'm just trying to be like, yeah.
and they
Like, by
moved
the end of this
to
stream, you're gonna be like,
Colorado
"I'm so
where my
confused."
story is happening. They moved to Colorado where my story is happening when my character was a wee baby.
Right.
Blah blah blah. Plot reasons.
Yes. It
It's
was all
St.
like,
Louis,
Louis. Yeah,
St.
St. Louis.
Louis, and Eva lives across the river from St. Louis. There you
Oh,
go.
wow. Nice.
The way Becca says this is the way I say it, but St. Louis is also heard from time to time by foreigners, probably ignorant Europeans. Clock it in.
Or who knows? Like, because sometimes it's a local thing and it just kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, it just, you never know. So that's why I always
It's
have to
fair.
ask. I'm just like, I don't know. This is what I've heard over the years.
I just probably need to figure out how my main character says it.
That's true.
That's the only thing I need. Though you don't think a lot about his roots because they were bad roots.
Right.
But yeah. Anywho, we were joined by Eva. Hello, hello. Welcome to the debate.
Yeah.
Madison is here. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Yay.
The people who call it Missouri are mostly older folks.
Okay.
So
That's
me,
what, yeah. I feel like it's an old thing. Like, so maybe that would be good for your book. Like,
because it's set in 1881.
yeah,
So
so maybe that is how they originally said it, Missouri, and then we've Americanized it over time and call it Missouri.
yeah, I don't know if the name of
It's
the
not that
state will even
important.
come up.
If it does, you
If
will
it
be
does, I'll do
prepared.
the research. There's one short story I wrote about gravediggers, and it was set in like early 1900s or something. And there's I forget the context, but they say the word millennia,
Okay.
except back in the early 1900s, they said millennium and not millennia. So that's the kind of research I
Oh,
do.
yeah, I love that. That kind of detail.
Yeah, and then I got because I made a comment because I sent it out to some critique partners. I made a comment on the word like this is how they would pronounce this word in 18
Yeah,
in early 1907 or whatever the story was set. I
yeah,
forget.
yeah.
Just so you know, like it's not a spelling bee, and I got so many comments like, "Oh my god, good thing you said it because I was about to clock you for it."
I
Um,
was gonna say, like, you kind of have to like prepare people for that because you just never know if, like,
yeah,
especially when it is different. And then, yeah,
especially
so
when it's a conscious choice. I feel like,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Uh, St. Louis is a melting pot, as is most cities these days. Well, the actual French pronunciation is Louis. Yeah,
Is
isn't it like French, Spanish? Well, I guess most things in America is like French, Spanish origin.
some combination, yeah, or
Uh, yeah,
native, yeah.
that's why it's so blue in a red state. I don't know what this means, but is this a good thing or a bad thing? Couldn't tell you.
Blue is Democrat, so yeah, it's a good
Oh,
thing.
that's a good
Yeah,
thing. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's so true. A more southern pronunciation happens in rural areas, I think.
yeah, yeah. I think that's the St. Louis kind of thing. Yeah, like that was my accent. That was so good.
St. Louis. It's a Native American word, so I'm sure we are pronouncing it so wrong.
Oh, that's true, probably, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is growing up in Seattle, like, everything like, pretty much every city, town, everything is a Native American word, so, like, I'm sure we butchered them so bad. Like, even Seattle, like, is named after Chief Sealth, so it's like, yeah, there's just so many everything. I'm sure we pronounce it all terribly wrong.
This is not Maid of Honor, but what is this? MO.
Mo
Missouri
Missouri, yeah, Missouri.
fought with the Union but didn't prohibit slavery, so the South was in there for a lot of years, longer than true Yankees.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know these things, I'm just guessing. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, wow.
Eva is right. I'm from the boonies of southwest Missouri, and they say water and wash down here
Wash.
instead of water and wash.
That's so funny because, sometimes there's certain areas of England to do that too, because my friend growing up, her mother was English, and she always called me Becker. Like, anything with an A kind of sound
Becker.
with an R on it, Becker. So I was always yeah, it ended up being my nickname for a while just because,
Sounds like you're like a police character.
Beck
Becker.
Becker. Oh, wait,
Officer
isn't that
Becker.
isn't
Officer
that
Beck.
Castle?
That's probably it.
Isn't
Oh,
it
yeah.
Beckett? Yeah.
Beckett, isn't it? Yeah, that's
Beckett.
why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right, Beckett. But Becker, it's close enough.
Close enough.
Can I look like her too? Wait.
You do not look like Detective Beckett.
I
I'm
said,
sorry.
"Could I please?"
Oh, could you? Probably with plastic surgery. Anything's possible if you have the money.
Yeah. Oh, plus, trust me, I know I do not.
I was like, you and her do
Thank
not
you
look
for
alike.
rubbing it in.
I mean, you look like yourself, and that's a great thing.
I'm just kidding.
Miley says, yeah, Missouri was split in half during the Civil War. The Missouri
Okay.
Compromise was an issue. Learning some Missouri history
I
here,
know.
which
This
I'll
is
just come in handy for my
I
story.
know, this is good character development.
Blue states are safer the states to be in these days, but not by much. Oof, not by much.
And really only in, like, the blue cities, like
I keep
California.
seeing like memes of California becoming like an independent like
Oh,
country.
I know, we wanna make our own country. Yeah, I mean, we have, like, the 5th largest economy in the world, so we could do it. But the problem is that not all California is blue. Like I said, it's just the big cities, which is where the population is. But you go out, like, 40 miles and it's, all red,
Yeah.
which probably drives them crazy with the whole Gavin Newsom thing. Although it was really funny because, Trump threatened to arrest Gavin Newsom, and Gavin turned on his GPS. So, like, "Come get me, sweetheart."
Dang.
It's
I
like this
saw
battle. It's
some
pretty
senator somewhere being kept in office because she didn't want to sign some document. That's like the
yeah.
latest news. It's
Oh, no.
crazy over there.
It's
Crazy.
crazy, but it is pretty funny that Gavin is just literally every time he says something, he's just like oh, no, he called him Cupcake. That's what he said. He's like, "Come
Yeah.
get me, Cupcake."
Yeah. But we all see what happens to people who oppose, so be
So
careful.
far, he doesn't do anything. Like, that's the thing. That just shows you, like, how he's all bark. But we'll see. Yeah.
Cahokia Mounds for source research.
Oh.
Oh, is forgot a comment. St. Louis sits across the river from what was once the largest native city
Oh,
this far
okay.
north. Okay. I love the show me state, although I prefer North Carolina barbecue. Apologize in advance. I have no idea what this means.
Yeah, the show me state. Oh, I don't know that.
Hmm.
I do love North Carolina barbecue.
Cahokia Mounds, probably bushing that. Southern Twang was about Missouri versus Missouri. Gotcha. I'm in Blue, Illinois, but the county, city, school board, and library boards are
Yeah,
red.
it's so weird. It's just crazy.
If you need me to hop over and get photos of anything from the city, let me know. TL Russell Lifestyle, Tiff, is also in the city. My story is
Oh,
set in 1881, and they moved from St. Louis in like 1850 or like 1857 probably. So I don't know if there's anything I would need picture of, but thank you so much for the offer, Eva. I will keep you on the docket if I ever need pictures from St. Louis.
and where do they move to?
They
Colorado?
moved to what? Oh my God! Let me just pull up the little thing I made.
I know. Now we're like, tell us where do they live?
uh, Frank Chase, which is the father character, so the family patriarch, is originally from St. Louis, Missouri, where his parents live. He met Ruth, his wife, in town and had children with her, but he never got along with his family, so he moved them to Auro- Auraria in the spring. That's Colorado, like one of the cities in Colorado. In the spring of 1858 to become a prospector among the 100,000 other prospective prospectors at the time.
Oh,
But he drank more than he dug, and there's no gold to be found at the bottom of a bottle. And
oh,
then a bunch of plot stuff that I don't want to reveal. But yeah, he
yes.
moved to become a prospector, but then he didn't
Okay.
prospect, so he made no money. And
Like
that's
so.
like so many. But a lot of
Yeah.
people did make money.
True. Yes.
Uh,
Oh, did
let's
you
see.
watch? Speaking of like reaction channels we could have, did you finish Gilded Age?
I haven't started the latest season. I'm waiting for my friend. I know, and I haven't been spoiled, so
Yeah, no, I won't say anything,
forever
but
hold your
oh my
tongue.
God.
I know it's been.
I was hoping we could talk about it.
I'm gonna have to text it. We're gonna have to start next week because
And
I'm.
I was late too. That's why I thought, okay, like I
I
thought
was
you
late
would have
too.
already like done, but I it started stressing me out so badly that I had to wait for the whole thing to air and then I watched it.
Oh. Okay, I've seen some still pictures from the actors that I follow, so I'm like,
Yeah.
no, avert my
Stop.
gaze. But I have seen enough to kind of catastrophize in my brain.
No.
And obviously, the Vanderbilt history, etc., etc., etc. So
I know. Yeah.
it's not
It's
gonna
like
be a shock, but I just, there's something about the anticipation of watching it unfold, which can be equally distressing. I remember being spoiled about the Red
yeah.
Wedding, but still watching it
Oh,
was so nerve-wracking. I was
oh
like, the
God.
anticipation of it happening
Yes.
was almost worse than it just blindsiding you.
Listen, like with this recent season of Gilded Age, there were several times because I knew my mother had already watched it where I had to call her up and I'm all like, tell me. Because it was so stressful. And then she'd be like,
Yeah.
it's fine, or whatever she would say. And then I'd be like, okay. And then I could go back to watching it. But I just like, I didn't want to look it up because I didn't want to get totally spoiled. But
Yeah.
I needed to know.
Yeah. That makes sense. Um, yeah, in Texas. I forget what this is in reference to, JC. Oh
Oh,
yeah, the senator being held up. Yep, 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 yep,
oh,
yep.
yeah. Yeah.
Or yeah, is
The
it a senator? Yeah.
senators, yeah, they like left the state and then yeah, it's been a big
Folks from
thing.
Baltimore also tend to put the R in wash. The Great
Okay.
Migration is interesting that way, how accents evolve in
It
those different
is.
places.
It's crazy.
I'm in one of those three blue dots in Missouri, and you only have to drive 10 minutes out to find Confederate flags.
Oh,
Ugh, hate that.
scary.
I'm in Maryland, which is pretty blue, but we're also 5 minutes from DC, which is currently under siege by the National Guard.
Listen, JC, we were too in California, but it was no big deal, so it's all right.
Let's just move move past this. As long as you prefer St. Louis baseball, I'm good. Sure, I'll support St. Louis baseball team for you, Eva.
Yeah, I don't watch baseball, so I will support them fully.
Missouri's nickname is the Show Me State. Oh, okay, cute.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because there's a lot
Oh,
of
the
beautiful things.
barbecue. Right. Yes. Now I know what you're saying because there is a competition between barbecue. What's the best barbecue? I gotcha.
Eva, how mad would you be if I said the Springfield Cardinals are better?
Well, very angry.
I'm pressed. I think the nickname comes from the founding father saying, I'm from Missouri, you have to show me. Oh, okay.
Okay.
The Budweiser Brewery was here in the
Oh,
1880s too, I think. Still standing, a lot of old architecture exists. I love that.
I do love that.
Malin joined us. Hello, just passing the love
Hello.
you both. Just passing by.
Oh, if you're still here.
Uh, Becca, I want to plan a call with you and ask a million questions on self-pub and
Oh.
marketing because you're the queen of it, and I'm
Ah,
terrified.
oh my God, totally. Absolutely. Message me on Instagram. That'd be fun. Yeah, actually, it's funny because is that because you talked to Hudson? Because Hudson and I, we had like a whole like I just showed Hudson basically like the layout of like different tiers of how I do my marketing and stuff like that. But no, it was really fun because it was kind of nice for me because it helped me plan out um, what I'm going to be doing for Grandma's Little Secret
Oh my
too.
god, at me at this conversation. I want in.
Yeah, no,
Can you just do like a little masterclass in marketing, Becca? A little, what's that called? Skillshare. Do a Skillshare course.
Do a Skillshare, you know. Yeah, but yeah, because we were talking about the difference between like, do you is it because for me, I've just been since I've been self-publishing, it's about selling books. But Hudson was like more about selling brand, and I was like, oh, okay, because that's like two totally different types of marketing, and you can do both, obviously, in the same kind of structure. But it's so funny because I'm just so used to being in the selling books marketing aspect of it that I was like, oh yeah, brand. I forgot about that. Yes, you can absolutely do that too.
Can this convo be alive? Lol.
Oh,
Yes, Hudson mentioned to me, please do a workshop. I
okay.
will pay you. LOL.
No.
Let's do like a webinar, like a weekend webinar. That's what it's feeling like.
No, no, we should totally hop on. That'd be fun.
That would be amazing. You're all now Cardinal fans. If you needed a random MLB team to support,
Hey,
sure.
go Cardinals.
Go Cardinals. Tweet, tweet, or whatever they say. Cardinals are birds, right?
Yes, yes.
Or is it like Cardinals of the Vatican?
Oh my God. You're right. There's so many Cardinals, but I think I remember a red bird as their logo. I could be wrong, so
So
I'm
not a
so
red
sorry.
pope.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Or
Red
red
Pope, red
Cardinal.
bird.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, they're both red. So
I think that I think that marks the start of our next sprint. Please.
I know.
Uh, we're gonna do a little 30 minutes on the clock. There you go. Don't look at the shorts, please. Do not, do not
No,
look.
like as soon as you say that, everybody's eyes are immediately like, "Foosh."
I'm proud of my shorts. I'm proud of my
I
viewing
know.
habits. I watch good content, so I stand by
Exactly.
it. And
Exactly.
anything I don't want to be tracked, I do on my burner account. Yes, a bird. Lol.
Okay.
There you go. Go Cardinals. Tweet, tweet. 30 minutes on the clock. We are gonna start now. And if you're writing, Becca, I would love a line.
Oh no, no, I'm kidding. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
Well, that's also fair. You are a free person,
No, I'm
at
kidding.
least in this
I
space.
can find
So,
one. I can find one.
okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll.
Oh, Steve, you're not muted.
Oops.
Oh wait, now you're muted. Oh, there you
Yeah. Yep. I know, bestie. It's tell this all the time.
go.
How did you do for that sprint, Miss
I was
Becca? Miss
Miss
Becker?
Becker. I was pretty much just messaging Zara back and forth. Because this is the problem now that you've seen it, is that we both agree with you with the teal one, right? But the
So ominous or like
I
vague with the
know, but the
chats.
blending is bad on the floor. And I've given him so many notes on how to fix it. And he just ignored the last round. And
Oh.
so the other one, which kind of fits the story more, I don't have any notes on. He did perfectly. It blends great. It looks great. So that's the dilemma, right? Is that do you keep on trying to get him to fix the teal one because that's the one we actually like the most? Or do we go with the one where
I mean, you're a paying customer. Do they not do what you say?
obviously not? That's the frustrating part.
Mm.
Like, I gave him a bunch of
I
yeah,
see what you mean. I
yeah,
see
it's
what you mean.
like you give somebody a bunch of notes, and if they just ignore it, what can you do?
Not a whole lot. Not
So,
a whole
yeah,
lot.
unfortunately, I'm gonna ask her maybe, yeah, because, I just feel like it would because I kind of suspected that when we sent the notes on Friday. Because I was like, we had gotten it to a place where we loved it. It was great. And then I just needed the blending. So I just listed it out like this, blah, blah, blah. And then radio silence for like 5 days. So, I think it's just, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, so now my brain is all befuddled and I'm like trying to focus it back on editing and it's like, blah, 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 blah.
It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah. So how did you do?
I plopped in all the information now that I know that my main character is born in St.
Yes.
Louis. Plopped it in the birth chart. It popped out the birth chart, and I just went through the sun, the moon, the rising, and then I also did Mercury, Mars, and
Okay.
Venus. And I just like sort of gathered all the information onto like a document, um, so that I can sit down and kind of write like a character
Okay.
bio based on this. It's scarily accurate to like how I imagine the character in my brain,
Oh,
though. So
I love that.
it's kind of funny, not funny, haha, funny, but like freakishly funny. So yeah, I just gathered my notes,
Nice.
and I'm gonna write a bio for the next sprint. I think like just sit down and I'm not sure if I want to write it as the character's reflection on themselves,
Okay.
or like if I want to write it as the author TM, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Oh, like, okay, you mean like kind of like a journal entry type thing of like, okay,
Yeah, sort of like a
yeah.
journal entry.
I did that. I did that with the Grandma's Little Secrets with the grandma character, and I literally had to put like a sentence above it saying this is not a real journal entry because I had put it in like
Oh.
my actual like journal, and I'm like, oh God, if people read this, they're gonna
To the FBI woman
yeah.
reading this,
Like, this
I
is
am
for a
not a
story. I
murderess.
like literally put that up there after I wrote it. I was like, oh, I like this. Like, it kind of gave me a good like feeling of why she does what she does. And then it was like afterwards, I was like, if someone read this, they'd be like, oh,
Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing some kind of journal
okay.
entering, but I don't know how I'd weave the zodiac into the journal entering.
Well, if do you think they believe in the zodiac? I guess because that would be the easiest. Is that
I don't think the zodiac was like horoscopes
yeah,
was a thing in like
that's
the
true.
1800s, Wild West. I think they had bigger fish to
Yeah.
fry, especially in my
Okay.
world, because it is like a historical magical
Right.
AU. Um, so, or maybe I should do like other characters' opinion on them. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, that
I
might
will
be
have
fun
to
because
mull it
then you can
over.
like do Yeah, well, you could, yeah, because sometimes in journal entries, you're writing about somebody, like if you're frustrated with them or like whatever, and you're just kind of, that might be a fun little journal entry of one of the other characters. Like, I
Yeah,
swear,
Regina George is a fugly bitch.
like he doesn't do da 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 da. Um,
But it's spookily accurate to how I picture the main character, and also very much fits with his vibe. So I was a pleasant
okay,
surprise. I picked the right birthday and time and place, I guess, for his
nice.
birth. So that was kind of affirming.
Oh, I
Um,
love that.
like, gonna write out the bio and I'm gonna take a look at a plot and see, okay, does the character in this plot reflect the character I have in my mind? And like, do I want to change the plot or do I want to change the bio? Like, do I want to change my perception of the
Oh,
character, basically?
right.
Also, very wishy-washy. I know, but
You and I, we're both going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's all like, oh,
yeah. So, because I want to, yes, as I said, at least want to get like a character bio for the five main characters. It's only a single point of view, but then you have the like so the foil, and then you have the adversary, and then you have like the antagonist. So I kind of want
yeah,
to do all those characters and kind of get those like get a sort of a mental image of who they are as people, quote unquote, even though the characters I know,
yeah,
but who they are and how they would react to situation and like the motivations and hopefully when I sit down and write a scene, because a lot of my main characters have scenes together, obviously, that I can be like, oh, this is what he would think in this
right.
moment, or this was she would think in this moment, and then this would be their reasoning, and this would be how they feel about this, and I can kind of write that dynamic in a more truer sense than I have in my first
Okay.
draft.
I love that.
It all sounds very vague. I know. I'm so sorry. I
I
have
know
a
what you
hard
mean
time
though, because it's
explaining.
like, because it's kind of a part of the process though, and you're kind of creating a new process too. Like, because you've ever done that before with, yeah. So it's sort of like I mean, because that might be something that you'll want to do next your next book too. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I feel like you should try
Who's to say?
everything.
At this rate, there won't be a next book because I'll just be stuck on this
You will
forever.
not.
But
Hey, you've got to do this.
not to be
You
dramatic or
made yourself a
anything,
deadline
but
though, because you hired an editor.
I did. I
Which
did.
is good.
I did. I do hope to be done by like I have a pipe dream of being done by Christmas, but I that is not realistic. And I know that cognitively, but emotionally I want to be done by Christmas. Um but I think more realistically like January, end of March
Okay.
maybe. That gives me April, May and June to go like do a run through and do like the most egregious
Right.
errors.
Right. Okay.
The goal is to at least have the plot and the story arcs
Okay.
in place so that when my editor have it, we're not starting from scratch, we're starting from the
Right.
first floor
Yeah.
because it's a
Yeah.
developmental
Yeah,
editor. So,
exactly.
I don't want to have the perfect story and then, they come in and be like, actually, you need to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this makes no sense, and this character does not belong here, and you should ask this. Like, I want to avoid that. So I'm trying not to be too precious about it because I know that, it might have to change
Right.
in the future. Um, so yeah, I want to
Yeah, but
know. Basically, I just want to learn what story I
yeah,
want to
because
tell.
I was gonna say though, because even when you think you have like, because I've done that before where I thought like, "Oh, I'm ready to publish." Like, I was like the thing, and then I thought, "You know what? I'll just do one more round of betas." And then I sent it to somebody that I'd never met before, and, but she ended up giving me like a 16-page, like, yeah, I wrote it, and it
Oh
was
dang!
amazing, and it made me want to rethink everything. So I was ready to publish, like, I was going to publish. Thank goodness I hadn't done a pre-order thing. But, like, I took, like, all her notes and it made it so much better, and I'm so glad I did.
What book was this? Can I ask?
Her name is, Sam. Oh, what
No,
book?
what?
It was Hexfear. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
the Severed and the Hunted. I was like, "Okay, I've done it." I've given it to, I think at that point, like 12, 13 betas. I was like, "Alright, it's good." But then she was like, "I don't know, man." She just came in like from boom, and it was like, "Oh,
I
oh,"
love
like all
that.
these things that she brought up. She's like, "And if maybe if you tried this and this, and maybe if you thought about it this way." And I was just like, "What? This is amazing." So I was so excited. And then it just made me, like, more excited to go in and just add all the stuff, you know? So, yeah, so even if you do it's okay to be, like, set and think that you have it set and then be like when you do get your development ads, if you are surprised by new things, it's actually inspiring. It's not like, oh, like this horrible feeling, at least for me.
I mean, but I'm also very much of the opinion that, I know nothing.
But I mean, no one
And
does. That's the thing, especially when it comes to your own story because you're so close to it.
yeah, because that's the thing, because I have such a clear, not a clear vision, but like I can so easily see things to improve in other people when I
Yes.
beta read. Like I'm like, oh my god, if you just did this and this and
Yes.
this, you could do this and this, and like you don't did this,
Yeah.
you don't need this, or you can cut this and you can move this. Like it
Yeah.
comes so easy when I look at other text, but in my own
Mm-mm.
story, I'm like, what is going on? I don't know
But
anything,
that's so true
and
for
it's just
everybody
so
because you're just so
crazy.
close
I
and you
know,
cannot think about it.
we're none of us are having a unique
No, but I'm
experience,
just
but
saying, like,
it's just so
it is
funny.
funny because you're thinking, like, especially, like, when you know structure and you this and you're like, "Oh, yeah, I got this," and then you're just like, "Oh, no, that's, no." Just but that's why it's great to have
Yeah.
feedback, like and that's why it's like I always tell people, "You can be as harsh with me as you want, like, I love it." Like, "Oh, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
don't mind
hello, I
that.
feel like magic. Oh my goodness.
Nope, nope.
What's happening?"
The flash of the flash of light you did not see did not erase your memory.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But yeah, that's that's my experience. Very excited for it. We were joined by some people.
Yay!
Hi, Crystal is here, and we have some refugees from Wallace's stream, or the Trouble stream, I guess at this
Right.
point. If you're paying for it, Becca, you should
Yeah,
you should
I
watch.
mean, I agree, but, like, at the same time, you can't, you know
Could you like, just call it quits with this one and just take this cover and then have it improved by
look,
someone
this
in
is the
house?
thing, is that these are great covers, both of them. It's just about some blending, and maybe it's one of those things that just needs to be tweaked. So, I mean, I could probably do that, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, so maybe if we, got the files or something, then I could take the one that we really love and just do the blending myself because it's just gonna take a lot of time, that's all. Like, it's all there, like, it looks great. I mean, you saw them. They look I mean, on first glance, you're
It looks
just like,
great.
"Great." It's when you start really looking in the details that it just,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get you. I get you. I get you. Okay. I think we can crank in one more sprint before we call it.
okay.
Um, we're leaving it around 9 because it's been 2 hours.
Like, 2
Um,
hours.
2 hours. Well, I'm trying to have like a screen-free after
Yeah,
9
yeah, yeah,
p.m.
no, that makes
situation.
sense.
So I'm trying not to go over like too much overboard. Let's do this plane timer, I
Hmm,
guess. Just doing all
yes,
Malin
of course.
streams. Share screen, share. Um, and yeah, I think 25 minutes, and then we can yap for a couple of
Perfect.
minutes, and then perfect, perfect, perfect. Three, two, one, let's roll. Destination end of stream.
Yeah.
How did you do for that sprint,
Um,
Miss Becca C. Smith?
Good. I got back to editing. And I did also just put a quick cement layer on the bottom of the just on in Photoshop just to see if that would help, and it like helped 100%. So anyway, I still think we might have to go for the darker one because it's like pretty.
No.
That's a good one though. I mean, they're both great. I mean, that one definitely fits the story more, but I mean, what can you do? It's a shame, but like unless he gives us the files, then I will make it work.
You better work. Um,
How'd you do?
I read through the thingamajig and I made the character list of the uh, profile. Is that what we're calling it? Character profile? Sure.
Okay.
So I just plotted in like all the traits, like the strengths and weaknesses, blah 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 blah, that the character has in my brain, and I'm gonna go through it at some point. Not today. Gonna go through it probably tomorrow during the trouble stream. Go
Nice.
through it and sort of just see if I can knead the dough and make it into like I want to write like a freeform text. I think
Okay.
that's what I landed. I want to write like just a freeform text of the character and like maybe some big life choices that made him the person he is today, and just like
Okay.
not exactly like a biographical thing,
Yeah.
um, but maybe like in the voice of the like story. I don't
Okay.
know.
I love that. Again, it's kind of just experimenting and figuring it out. So, and it's fun.
I mean, I'm getting to know my character. Well, I've kind of gauged who he is as a person before I started writing anyway, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's nice to be like seeing how I can actually express these traits in the text.
Right. Yes. Ah, yay.
Very exciting. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe there's a book at the end of this. Who's to say? Who is to
There
say?
is 100%. Oh my God.
Let's see. No more comments. So I think we're just gonna wrap it up. Um, thank you so much for joining today, Ms.
Oh,
Becca C. Smith.
I know. I feel like it's been forever. So,
It is. I just feel like it hasn't seen you since Edinburgh, but I've been sick and absence, and you've been busy, and finally we're here.
we're here.
We're here. Thank you so much. And next Tuesday will be another craft question mark. Is that the last Tuesday of the month? I think so. I think
Yeah.
next Tuesday is when me and Malin are talking about the Brandon Sanderson college course on YouTube.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that. And then I'll be back next month with some more sprints every Tuesday. Not sure if I'll do a craft book, though I have been kind of side eyeing a crack book. Nope.
Oh.
Side eyeing a craft book that I do want to read. Malin
Oh.
texted me the other day and was like, as your craft book partner in crime, I figured I should tell you that I'm currently looking at this book, and it is Seven Figure Fiction: How to Use Universal Fantasy to Sell Your Book.
Oh.
Um, so I might actually just dive into that, even though I said I know that I wasn't doing any craft books for a while, but the hard ones were the hard ones.
No. Yes.
Um, but no promises. I'm going to read it, might not do a stream about it. In any case,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
thank you so much for being here,
Thank
Becca. Thank you so
you.
much
Thank you
to
for
people
having
in
me.
chat. And as always, I'll see you next Tuesday. I don't have an outro yet, so I'm just going to play the intro and then cut to black. Toodaloo!